Good Sunday morning. Welcome back to VinylSpin Cafe. I got Becky again with us. As always, last week you weren't here. You weren't feeling all that well, but you're feeling a little bit better. You got some records you're going to be showing, some things from my collection that she has taken over, and then you got another one there. I picked up a bunch of records. Very first time ever that I picked out a whole whack of new releases, and it hurt the bank a little bit, but I'm going to be showing you guys them. I didn't think I was ever going to do something like that, and we have the record players done, so I'm going to be showing the record player. We're going to talk a little bit about it and what's coming next. I have a plan of what I'm going to build next, so let's get right into it. New in the bin. So Becky, you might as well start this one off.
Okie dokie. I don't know what to say about this one, but Dad gave it to me, so it's from his collection. I don't know how long you've had it, but I haven't had it that long. I've had it for a couple months, and it is Kiss Live. I don't listen to Kiss very often, but I do enjoy their live stuff. What is this one? This one is
Alive.
Yeah, but I'm reading other stuff. The Millennium Concert. I was trying to find out where they recorded it from, but I don't know.
It's one of those albums that I really didn't listen to that much, and I knew you were into Kiss, so that's why I decided to give it to you.
I haven't listened to Kiss in forever, though.
First ever vinyl pressing, and they say it's 180 gram audiophile vinyl. I'm not sure what the heck that really means, but yeah. So
it is a good album. It's been a long time since I listened to it, but it is a good album.
Time to play it again.
I know, right? Speaking of other stuff I haven't played in forever, he also gave me a couple Slash, because Slash... Wait, which one is this one? I don't know which one this one is.
That one...
What is that?
Is... What's that say?
I don't know. I can't read it. I think it's RNFNR.
Well, it just says Slash on the other side. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. This is a gatefold too. You want me to show it?
Sure. So, little background knowledge. Oh my god, I didn't know how to fold it open. When I was a young kid, let me try this again.
You were a young kid.
When I was even younger, when I was like 6 or something, I used to be obsessed with Slash. Like, he was my favorite guitarist. I loved it. Like, the way he played just absolutely memorized me. Mesmerized, thank you. And so, yeah, Dad had a bunch of Slash that I didn't listen to, and he's like, hey, my kid kind of likes Slash still, so he gave me much.
Yeah, he's like one of the best guitarists of all time. I mean, right now he may not be.
He's just getting older.
He's just getting older. I mean, to me, the best guitarist of all time was Peter Green, but not many people know him, and that's a different style of music altogether.
Yeah. My favorite is Mick Mars, honestly. He's freaking old, man, but he's amazing. Yeah, this is the other Slash I got. What do we got? Living the Dream.
With Miles Kennedy.
Yeah, it's a feature.
And the
Conspirators.
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 The Dream. I love the artwork.
Right?
This is really...
Wait, can we get closer? There we go. Love that art. Like, it's pop art style. I freaking love that style.
And this is a gatefold, too.
Oh.
And I really like the colors on the inside here.
Very nice. Very nice.
Here we go. Keep the glare on.
Oh my gosh, they got Lemmy up there.
Yeah. I think this came out after he passed away.
Oh, I think so. How long has he been gone?
A couple years now.
Has it really been years?
Yeah, I think it was 2017, but I may be wrong. I never listened to a lot of his music, and I never really followed him that much.
I gotta ask my boyfriend, who's obsessed with Motorhead and Lemmy and everything.
And
this is the last Slash, I think?
This is the last one. This one I had on CD, and I really liked it, really wanted it, and then never played it, so I decided to give it to Becky. Like, I give away a lot of records that I don't listen to, and then sometimes I regret it, but I'll just get them again if I have the funds to do that. The one thing I didn't like about this album wasn't the album itself, it was the jacket.
Yeah, the artwork really.
Well, no, this is fine. I mean, I have it in one of these cheap plastic things because they have all the records inside here. It's not a gatefold. And, yeah, I just don't like that. Right? It's hard to... I mean, what do you do? Actually, some of the albums that I got are like this, the new releases, and I'll show you what I do that I should have did with this one, but I didn't do it.
And this is the last one I got. This is actually new. He didn't pass this one down to me. This is Van Halen. What is this one? 1984. It's a great freaking album. There is not a song on here that I don't like.
It's a very iconic. Is that the right
very
word?
iconic. Yes.
Yeah, the cover, and it's not bad price. We left a sticker on there. This is what I hate when they put the stickers right on the jacket.
But it's on. Well, yeah. At least it's not on their actual record, so.
Anyway.
But yeah, I freaking love this one. I've listened to it twice within like a 2-day span. Yeah, there's not a song on there I don't like. I freaking love Van Halen.
Is this Roman numerals?
Yeah, it's the Roman numerals for 1984, because that's what the album's called, so they did it in Roman numerals. I think it might have something to do with the Angel Baby. I don't really know.
And I will show the back of it. Oh, well, here's the insert.
Yeah, that's the band.
The band. And it's upside down.
Yeah, I noticed that. It was really weird.
It's weird, eh? But it's like, if I go like this.
Ah.
So now we're on to what I got, and this is the only one that's not a new release. This was my second time that I went to the record store when I bought all these from, because I thought he had something else that I forgot, and I went back, and it wasn't the album that I... Anyhow, this is a promo 45 from Neil Young, promo only, not for sale. Needs to be cleaned up, but it's Mr. Soul, part 1 and part 2. I don't have a lot of 45s, but I see Neil Young. I'm a huge Neil Young fan, and I'm going to find out which album this actually came off of. Then I'll put this one as like a bonus thing. Sometimes records come out and they'll have a bonus, like you have a Green Day one that has a bonus 45 in it.
Yeah.
So I create my own kind of bonus thing. And actually, it should tell me on here what it's from. Original version available on Trans, Trans. That is one of his later ones, kind of electronic kind of sound too. It's different than Neil Young's stuff that he normally put out, which is interesting because Neil Young has been very vocal about digital sound and not being that great and this and that, but yet he put out albums that were digitalized, changed his voice and everything, but all of a sudden now he's being vocal about it and saying how it's not real music and stuff, but yet he's done it himself in the past. So whatever. All of these I picked up. They were going to be on my wish list, but he had one of each of them in the record store, so I said, oh, what the heck, I'm going to get them. Ozzy Osbourne, we talked about this album here.
Didn't we talk about that one on the first episode?
Yes, of the new releases and stuff coming out.
Yep.
Well, I had to get it. There's many people saying that their copy is not as good sounding because there's some defects with it that it came with when they pressed it and stuff like that. But mine is a really good copy. This is Ordinary Man. Now this is something really interesting, okay? I don't like Straight to Hell. That's the very first track on this record, this album, Straight to Hell. I do not like it. It sounds too cheesy. Sounds forced to me. It sounds... I don't know. I just don't like it. But the rest of the album, I really do. Straight to Hell, he came out with a music video on it, and when I seen the music video, that almost deterred me from buying the album.
Really?
Because I didn't like that song. And the thing is, when they come out with music videos with certain albums, they're usually the most popular, the most liked, the ones that they think are going to resonate with people, and then that will drag you into buy them. That music video, I didn't like. I didn't like the song. I didn't like the video. I didn't get it. But there was other songs on here that I really like. Holy for Tonight. That has to be my favorite song out of all of them. This is a very dark album. Ozzy Osbourne right now is in, I think he's in, you know.
He's in a weird state. I've been hearing a lot of stuff going on with health reasons, and if I'm getting my facts right, I cannot remember exactly, but I got this notification saying Ozzy had to cancel some North American stuff for his tour because he's back in the hospital or he's going through more.
I don't know if he's in the hospital. We don't really know.
But I know he's not doing it again.
He canceled a lot of his shows. But come on, the guy is in his 70s.
Honestly, I don't want to offend anybody. It does not forbid. But I don't understand how he's not dead yet. All the crazy stuff he's done.
Yeah, very true. But there's a lot of people that did a lot of crazy stuff. Elton John, who's featured on this album.
Yeah, he did a really good job with that song. I love it.
Yes. And so, let's finish this off. I do like the album. It's one of my favorite ones. It's only my second Ozzy Osbourne in my collection. I have another Ozzy Osbourne that's like a greatest hits. It's all, you know, that's exactly what it's called, but it's not called greatest hits. And, yeah, I'm glad I picked it up. Going right into other ones that we featured. Bruce Springsteen.
You're holding it here?
Oops. Bruce Springsteen, The Rising. Really love all these. I just have one pet peeve with these that he brought out. A lot of them are double LPs. That's okay, but they're not gatefolds. So
I hate that stuff.
That's what deterred me and why I gave that other one to you. Yeah. Okay. So they shove everything inside of these. So this had 2 records inside of it. The sleeves are nice. I don't recommend keeping the records in them because they're cardboard.
Oh yeah, I love the artwork, like when artists do that, but I don't like keep them in it for like scratching reasons and stuff. But they're cool.
They're cool, and they're nice thick cardboard, and they have the lyrics of the songs on it. All these next 4 Bruce Springsteen that I have all came out at the same time, but I didn't get one. I didn't get the live in New York. He didn't have it, but if he had it, I would have got it. But this is the thing with Bruce Springsteen. When he says he's going to bring out albums, he brings them out on time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is, and I have never picked up a Bruce Springsteen album that had bad sound to it. It's always been great pressings. So he delivers every time, and with all these albums, he delivered again.
He's a great artist.
Now, I wanted to show you guys real quick what you guys can do when you have something like this that they throw both records inside of this. I use to do pocket sleeves, and I like to store these and never touch them again. But because you put 2 records inside of it, it's thicker. So I was afraid that it would crush the spine because there'd be nothing inside of it. So this is what I did. I put cardboard on the inside. So that will hold the shape of the jacket, and you don't have to worry about collapsing the spine or, you know, creasing the spine so you can't read it anymore.
That is actually really smart. I've never thought about that before.
Yeah, I just thought of that today. Well, because all 3 of Bruce Springsteen's are like that. None of them are gatefolds.
Yeah.
Because they shoved all their albums, or double LPs, inside of one thing. So here's Devils and Dust.
We had a long conversation about this one before.
Yes, really excited that this came out on record because online on Discogs they're going for like $200. There's no way I was going to pay that. I think I paid $39 for this.
That is quite a difference.
And it sounds fabulous. Fabulous.
Honestly, I haven't listened to any of the new stuff. Well, this stuff. yet.
And of course he has really nice lyric sheets, and
Oh, very nice.
and there's a nice picture of him there.
Yeah.
And it feels so much better with the cardboard on the inside,
Oh yeah.
because you go
Yeah.
right, and then you put the cardboard in.
Oh yeah, this is a difference.
It is, right? So, amazing album. Very, very good album. I'm glad they brought it out. Amazing inners.
He looks so different with it.
Yeah, because he has a goatee and a mustache. And this is him without his mustache, all shaved up.
Yeah, that's the Bruce I'm used to.
You're used to this from Born in USA. That was his
And
look.
other stuff. There's another one that was like I'm used to. It's like I don't remember.
But this one here is one of the live. This is in Dublin.
I heard this one was a really amazing one.
So yeah, so he has 2 albums. One is live in New York, and then this one here.
Dublin, okay.
And this is a 3-record LP. And this is with the Sessions band. And it's really hard to open up.
I've never seen one do something like that.
So basically,
it's
every sleeve. Oh yeah. So you got in here, you got a record in here.
So cool.
And there's a record in there and a record in here.
Yeah.
It's good, but I can't put it in the sleeves that I use.
No kidding. I've never seen a record like a jacket do that before.
I have another one that does
It's
that.
fucking blowing my mind, man.
I think it's a Rolling Stones one.
Nice.
Yeah, it is, because Rolling Stones has all their live albums, so that this kind of looks just like their live album. But he doesn't have the CD in this one, or DVD like Rolling Stones does. The only downfall that I have with this album, and it has nothing to do with the sound, is the presentation. I know you like it, but this isn't really that old of a concert, okay? But then I look at the pictures.
Oh, yes.
They're picoulated. They're almost like screenshots of the performance from a computer,
Yeah.
right? And I think they could have did a heck of a lot better with providing photos. They had a lot of real estate there. I mean, Bruce, the boss, has been around forever, and I'm sure there's some high-resolution pictures, but I understand what they're trying to do. You know, they're doing the
I think it was supposed to be the vintage feel.
vintage feel and stuff
Yeah,
like that. So
I don't know. I still think
whatever.
it's awesome.
I still think it's good. And this feels really heavy. It's amazing.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh.
You feel like you got your money's worth with this.
Yeah.
This was a little bit more expensive. This was $69.
I could see it being that price, yeah.
And when it comes down to it, it's not supply and demand. It comes down to what it put into it. There's 3 albums.
Yeah, there's a lot of work into that one, definitely. And
Well,
it's a live album.
a lot more material, right?
Yeah.
Because a normal album goes between $29 to $35 for one record. This has 3 in it for $69.
Yeah. It's
So,
a live, so it's even harder to record and stuff. So you're paying for basically the work and what you're getting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to move on to the record player. It's done. It looks different. 100% different. Different than anything you ever seen before. Does not sound all that great, but let's just show it. Okay, so I kept the case the same, but here goes the inside. This is different. This is different. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the camera a little bit closer and we'll talk about it. This is completely different than what it was before. All the backing here is new that I put on. I have a little hook here that I put the tone arm on, but there's a hook on this as well. And you're probably wondering, why did you put that on there? Well, I had no space to put one on the plant, so I put it there. It's kind of cheesy over here. I use wood burning to do it. I was basically getting to a point that I was fed up with building this thing, and I wanted to move on to something different, so I kind of rushed through that. but it does work. So what I do, oh, before I get into that, I rebuilt this as well. If you remember, this was a different tone arm. It had anti-skate on it and all that. This looked different. I wanted something that I can control the weight coming down. So here, let me just go like this. So I just move this over here like this. So that holds it back there. And this is all one unit. This is all that this is. So this clamps down to hold the platter in place because it doesn't, there's no way of holding that down when we transport it.
You know what that looks like? It looks like one of those drum cymbals. I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here staring at it. I'm like, it looks like a drum cymbal.
Yeah, it's true. And then like this will go in here. And we put it up there like that. And it doesn't move around. Alright?
So can we hear what it sounds like?
Yes, we can hear what it sounds like. I decided to put a belt on the outside of the platter. This is a different platter. I cut out another platter and it was originally fit on the inside. Because I cut the outer, it made it onto the inside. Onto the outside. I'm all over the place here now. Alright, let's just try it out. I'll show you. That's not bad.
It's not like it's going to be amazing sound because its speakers are here, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it sounds pretty good.
I like it. So this is it. It's not the greatest, but it is done. So it's really hard for me to really explain things when it comes to my builds. I just hope that when people look at it, they kind of understand what I was doing with them. I don't know. I just find it really difficult to explain. This was built on the fly. When I decided to do this, I really didn't know if I could. Then I got to a point that I thought, well, that's it. I disappointed everyone. Everyone liked my 2 turntables that I built, and I promised that I was going to do something like this, and I thought that I got to a spot that it wasn't going to happen, and because I had a lot of hum and stuff like that.
I don't know. I think it sounds pretty good. It's cute. It's like a little travel one. You can bring it into your stores and be like, I want to try this out, see what it sounds like, and just prop it up and be like, okay, I don't know, but I kind of like this record, and it's thanks to this little cute little dude right here.
I don't know if a record store allowed me to bring this in there. Like, I really do not like the stylus that's on this, but I learned through this whole process I can't change it because this doesn't have a phono preamp in it. It has a different thing. So I'm still learning all this stuff. But this is what I'm going to do. It's either I'm going to keep this as it is, or I'm probably going to rob off of it for the one that I really want to make, right? I wanted to use this as a testing stage of learning, pulling things apart, and I think I'm to that stage. I want to make a suitcase one, that the speakers are up here, the suitcase is bigger, I have room for different things, like this here. This is the Q up.
I was gonna ask, what is that?
This helps lift your arm and stuff. And yeah, so, but this is it. The next one, I'm probably going to take this arm off of, and I'm going to build the suitcase itself, everything. This is a promise I'm going to do, and I'm going to share it with you guys as I build it, like I did with this one, but I didn't do this one as many shares as I wanted to. I got very frustrated with this build. But anyhow, here you go, guys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen. This is No Name record player. I never gave it a name. So it's very interesting. Let's just put it that way. And I don't recommend trying to turn one of these into like what I did, it was really hard. Really hard. There's a lot more details to this that I can't even share, that I don't know how to explain. A lot of plastic junk was in this turntable, and anyhow, that's it. That's it for us today. Thank you for watching Golden VinylSpin Cafe. I hope you enjoyed watching us. If you did, please subscribe. We are here every Sunday morning. Sometimes Becky won't be, but I can guarantee you I will be. 9 o'clock Atlantic Halifax time, and we will see you in the next episode. Have a great week, folks. Remember, keep spinning.